Okay, in this video, we're going to talk about a game called Fire Escape. Um, it's not a video. It's kind of a pinball, but it was made in 1984 by a company called Mechtronic. Now, the guy that made this game, he originally made it to sell it to ICE, and ICE agreed. And something didn't turn out well, and ICE decided not to go with the game. And so the guy had, a building full of these fire escape machines that he wanted to get rid of. And so he tried to sell these games all the way into the late 80s and early 90s, and he didn't have too much success. I'm not sure. I would love to know how many were made, but I know it's a rare game. But it's kind of a sad story because the last I heard about this, the warehouse was demolished with everything in it. So who knows how many are really out there? But it's a game. It's a game I really wanted because it's kind of like ice cold beer, but it's got more tricks and stuff inside it, But you can kind of tell that. I'll show you some videos of the pictures of the control panel, but you can see that it's like homemade almost. You know what I mean? Like the controls are just old plumbing knobs, and there's one that's a cold water for your faucet, the knob, and it's interesting. But the idea of the game is when you start the game up, you have these rails, which is kind of going to simulate the fire escape. And you have two options. Option one is to get the ball all the way down this fire escape and get down here, and you use another one of these gadgets down here to kick it over to possibly win a free ball to keep your game going. Or you could get the ball into the bird's nest, which gets you additional points, and then you still get the chance to win your free ball to keep your game going. But it's a pretty cool game. When I got this, it was in really sad shape, but I really wanted it bad. The entire cabinet was twisted like a screw, and it was really water damaged. This is all still the original wood, but I actually made kind of like a mold around it and used wood hardener, and I purposely tweaked it. I tweaked it the opposite direction with wood hardener until it stayed that way. But, well, let me show you some gameplay video. Okay, first thing we're going to do, start the game. Now down here is the ball, and there's going to be a solenoid that's going to drop a door. See how I dropped it? And now I use a control down here to get it up on top. Now, I gotta maneuver this ball. I'm using another knob down here. And I have two options. Option number one, this is what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to get that ball into the bird's nest. Oh, I missed it. Okay. Well, I still was able to save the ball here. Oh. See, I lost the ball. I only got 100 points for that. Okay. See if I can get that. I'm going to try for that bird's nest again. Oh! Probably waste the whole game trying to get the bird's nest. One more time. Oh, that was close. Okay, one more time. Kind of has a heartbeat sound. Now my bulb is burned out. I replaced it, but it burned out again. There's actually a red bulb that it kind of looks like looks like fire. You know what I mean? Ah, I ruined it. Okay, let me just go down the ladder instead of wasting the whole time trying to get the hard stuff. I swear if the camera wasn't on, I'd get it. Okay, I want to get down here. See, you go down this way normally, no matter if you get that bird's nest or not. but you score the extra points if you hit the bird's nest. So I'm going to go down here. Oh! Okay, I went down here and I got 300 points. If it would have went a little to the left, I would have got 5,000 points and a free game. But now the game is over. I'm going to start the game up one more time. And we're going to try to get that damn bird's nest. Now, if you notice, my score controller, first off, it has a blown segment, which is no big deal. I just replaced one. But second off, see how it's crooked? They Velcroed this thing on the back. And so I keep straightening it, and it slowly gets crooked on its own and whatever. But right now, see, my time is ticking down. And the faster you do this, the more points. Those are points you could keep if you were fast enough. But I messed up that already. So let's go down here. Now there was a game, I forget the name of it, but it was from the 30s that had this same exact 500 points. It had the same exact fire escape looking thing. So this game is kind of a digital version ripoff of a game from the 30s. Still a very cool game. If you like ice cold beer, you'll like this too, you know? But, okay, that's where I'm. Now I got the ball down here. I'm gonna move. I have another lever right here. Now, depending how hard I hit this, I'm hopefully will get it into the free ball or different sets of points. This is actually hard. I'm gonna try to go for a free ball. We'll see what happens. And I got a free ball. Okay. Now, you could marathon this game if you're good enough. You constantly get enough free balls, but it's almost like it's not 100% skill. A lot of it's luck on this game. Oh. Yeah, I only got 100 points because I dumped it. Okay, let me try for that bird's nest. Oh, jeez. I'm going to try for that bird's nest one more time. Oh, already dumped it. It's 500 points. Pretty cool game. It's a failed game. I mean, they were not mass produced. The guy tried, but it didn't happen. And I'm really glad I have one. Also, if you notice, I don't know which one's earlier, which one's later. But you see this graphic right here that kind of explains what to do with the ball. That on some models, that's a burning house. So I don't, and some it's like this. So I don't know which is earlier or which was, why they did that. But it's kind of different, you know. Oh, I hit it, and then it bounced out. But yeah, now I'm going to show you the control panel right here. Now, when you end the game, now I have a missing. Whoop, I have a missing light right here. But I actually sourced this. This is the same exact light that's on a Bunn coffee maker. And let me see if I can go out here. If you notice, these are just water faucet knobs and stuff. You know what I mean? It's got these fake gauges here. Now, I'm missing a light here, and I'm missing a light here. And I need to go on eBay and order them, but I keep seeing the green ones. I want the original red one. Well, anyways, right here I just put an old Volcano Atari button, so I can at least start the game. And it's pretty cool. I mean, it has the pressure They have voltage from the generator. You know what I mean? The vacuum. And okay. Let me explain these lights. At the end of the game, it's kind of like Gorf. Do you remember how Gorf will tell you if you're a space cadet at the end of the game, or a space captain, or a space colonel, or whatever? Well, at the end of the game, if you do really well, your fire chief light will light up. And then if you do really bad, you're an arsonist. So but the instructions here, become the fire chief by rushing your man down the fire escape of the burning building as quickly as possible. Collect as many buckets of water as you can to help put out the fire. I'm not sure where this water is, but but it's just kind of a thing to tell you, how to start the game. Proceed down the fire escape by raising and lowering the ramps. Reach the bottom of the building and launch the man. But yeah, it's this one I'm gonna do. I'm going to. Maybe, I don't know if I will or not. I'm gonna move this. Oh, I turned off Tapper because it's extremely loud right now. Now I'm gonna move this guy. This is the side to fire escape. Now, I actually re-stenciled this, and I got the color right. And it's funny because I made the stencil for fire escape. I had to make my own, and now Rich from This Old Games sells a damn stencil for it. But oh well, I got it perfect. It's just that was a nightmare of work. But one cool thing is he now makes the marquee. I have a little chip there, and mine is a little discolored. The video makes it look great, but mine's discolored. The white's kind of yellowed. But also this game, let me show you the front. This game had the option to dispense tickets. And yeah, that's about it. I fixed one of these. I never even knew this game existed until a buddy of mine said, "Hey Jason, I'd like you to fix this game for me." And he had one that was even worse than mine was. And he said, anyways, I never even heard of it. And there was a ROM chip that was, as soon as I pulled the ROM, there's one ROM chip, I think it was just one, that runs this board. And when I picked it up, every single pin broke off. Just about every other. And it was a ceramic chip. Well, it's kind of tough to drill into ceramic to save the data off that chip. And so I had a hell of a time getting into the pins what was left over of the pins inside the chip to retrieve the data and make a new chip. And it was a nightmare. I wasn't sure if I was ever going to get it going, but it ended up leaving in great shape. Although I had to replace a lot of the interior wood parts. I had to replace the whole front. I had to replace the whole bottom. His was like, you can get replacing so much, and then it's almost like you lost the soul of that game. It's like, well, is it a new game now, or I don't know. There's something I like about originality, if you can keep it. But yeah, so that's Fire Escape. Pretty cool game.